Okay, man, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Real quick, man, before I go to bed. I watched Thor Ragnarok, and I gotta say, man, this was a absolute thrilling ride, man. From start to finish. I wish I would have pre-ordered my tickets, man, for the first time in Mississippi and Gulfport. The theater was actually like sold out. There was only a couple of seats remaining for 3D in the very front row. And I decided, I said, no, I'm not gonna. I don't want to sit in the very front row. I want to sit, where I normally sit, which is usually in rows number D and E. And I waited. I said, I'm just gonna wait. So instead of going at the 7 p.m. showing, we ended up going at the 7:40 p.m. showing. Kind of walked around a little bit, went to different stores looking for some Justice League stuff. Walked past AT&T, which had Justice League all up in there, and then went to the movie and stuff, and I ended up losing my debit card somewhere. But anyway, Thor was absolutely fun ride, man. It's gonna be hard, and not saying that you compare Justice League with Thor. I mean, we're not saying that. It's MCU and the DC universe, which is probably no longer the extended universe because that's all gone. But you got to say this, man. Justice League arrives in 2 weeks. It has to really bring its A game, man, in order to even compete with Thor. This is a redemption story for the character Thor, and for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It knocked it out the park, man. I mean, 100% knocked it out the park. I gave it a 8.75 out of 10 stars. It was funny. I laughed. It was really over the top with the jokes. You know what I'm saying? It got to the point where it was like, they just threw in joke after joke, and it was like enough with the jokes. But the seriousness of it, with Odin dying and then Thor taking his place, and just how you can feel the end of this journey, man. I mean, we're talking about 12, 13 years, man, of movies, 17 movies deep, and it just keeps going on and on and on. But you can feel like the end is coming. And if you watch the Avengers Infinity War trailer, and you saw when Thor landed on the Guardians of the Galaxy ship, the end of Thor Ragnarok, you can tell where that comes from and how that gets set up, man. Everything is really connected again, for the first time, man, in a very, very long time. You can really feel as if they're taking their time and they're getting it right. And I just had a fun ride, man. It was kind of sad, man, to see, especially with the casting news, with what is it, Zachary Levi being cast as Shazam, to see him, being his character was murdered in seconds. I mean, such a strong, powerful character destroyed like that, and killed and murdered off the Marvel Cinematic Universe and pushed into the DC universe. It was crazy, man. And now I can see why he was cast, because he's freed up now. His schedule is going to be free pretty much because his character's dead. But just to see that character die, and then the other one, it was crazy to see how powerful this female character was, and then kind of compare her to Wonder Woman, because you will, you have to. And just to see, like, for the first time, there's this villain for the Marvel Cinematic Universe that has really been in depth. The character is the storyline, everything about it. They took their time in this, man. They told a really, really crazy story. And for me, I really loved the original Thor, but did not like the Dark World. But I still followed, those movies, and I knew exactly what they were talking about, and they broke everything down. So it was like it took you back to the beginning of Thor when he first landed on Earth, and Agent Phil Coulson and all that stuff. Everything that you've been through with this character through Avengers and all the other films, from the Captain America appearances, all that stuff, man. You're just like, dude, this is crazy. And to have Loki could return, and then Loki finally gets this cube, and that it's gonna land in with Thanos. It's just like, dude, this is what we've been waiting for. This is exactly what we've been waiting for. We know what's gonna happen. There's gonna be a lot of death, man. I don't know what's gonna happen with Black Panther. It looks crazy good. I can't wait to see that. I'm gonna end up buying the soundtrack before it even comes out, and I'll load up on a whole bunch of Black Panther gear and stuff once they do that. There's not a whole lot of action figures or collectibles for Thor Ragnarok. I wish there was, because I'm gonna end up dropping $30 on the Hulk character. I'm gonna do an unboxing for that one. Probably not this week, but probably next week on Thursday, maybe Friday. And then obviously leading up to Justice League, there'll be a whole lot of content for the channel. But yeah, I just want to say before I go to bed, man, because I gotta wake up in literally 4 hours and work this double shift. You got to go see the movie. It's really really good. There's a lot of Easter eggs. There's a lot of characters from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's just something. If you're a fan of the Hulk like I am, you're gonna love this. This is the first time that we get to actually see this character. He's realized. He's visualized. They took their time, man. That's all I can say. Every single character has been developed, okay, and they get enough screen time to where you can just really like follow them and then become a fan of them, even if you don't even know anything about the character. And I thought that was just really, really genius what they did, man. Hats off, man, to it. And then to see Stan Lee, perfect, man. I'm not gonna spoil what that is, but to see Stan Lee in that Easter egg, it's just like, oh man, life is good, man. So it's good to see that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is back on track, man. Hopefully this can fire up something with Warner Brothers. There's a lot of stuff going on with Warner Brothers right now, and it's tough, man, to even watch, you know, because there's so much success that Disney has. And I don't want to go into another rant because I'm almost done. I said I'm going to do this for 10 minutes. There was a lot of death inside of Thor Ragnarok, and just because there was comedy behind it, you know, it's kind of, you know, I still have that weird, strange taste in my mouth, man, when I see that, because people in the audience are laughing. But whenever it happens with the DC universe, you know, nobody's laughing. You know, they're taking it serious, and it's just, I don't know. It's kind of unfair, man. I still feel a little sour for that, man. But I did enjoy it. It was just, for me, it was like during those moments, it's like, yo, you can't be laughing at this, man. She just wasted these dudes. I mean, just straight killed them, murdered them, cold blood, and just because they threw comedy in it, it's like, dude, that's crazy. But yeah, there was a lot of profanity in here too, man, which I really enjoyed, man. Orgies, what is it? The devil's anus, whole bunch of just crazy stuff that these kids will probably be talking about for months, man, at school and stuff. So it's really cool to see that, man. Anyway, that's it, man. I'm out of here. I think I messed up and rotated my device or something because I'm getting sleepy. But that's it, guys. I'm out of here. Go see the movie.